Well, you like greenhouse beer?
It's like a bitter, did you?
Yeah. When they had
It's a full Eaton, isn't it?
that in Liverpool, and it was all like a St Helens beer, you know, outside Liverpool. Awful beer in those days. Those drank Guinness when you went in a greenhouse pub. Kept very nice pubs. There were always nice pubs, well kept.
Yeah.
But the
It's
beer.
like bitter in the greenhouse. The lager was dreadful, wasn't it?
A good year for beech mast. I've noticed a lot of beech trees this year,
Yeah.
a hell of a crop on them. Good to eat, you know. There's no substance, there's no structure to them. You know, if you powder them down, put them to a grinder, you just sprinkle them in with other stuff.
They don't 4 little nuts in them.
Yeah. Perfectly edible.
Yeah, we used to do it with kids.
Yeah. Remember those chewies you used to have years ago? Chewing gum, beech nuts. Like white ones, like in a little green pack. You get 4 in a pack. Yeah. Beech nut chewies. A nice sort of idyllic flow on the river. Yeah, you know, when I came down that day to canoe down, it was a disaster. So with the water there, it's moving right slow. I thought the current would have carried me a lot, but I can paddle faster than that's moving. But the wind was blowing me all over the place.
It'll be alright today, no, it's probably.
Yeah, it's a day you want no wind,
Yeah.
you know. I'm thinking of canoeing down from Botanical, you know, down to Barmouth.
Ooh.
A lot of them down the canal at the moment. It's going to be a good year for fruit this year.
Yeah.
Make yourself some freezer space. Yeah, for them.
Best jam in the world, isn't it? Dams and jam.
Yeah, I'm not keen on jams, you know.
I am dams.
I think there's a lot of effort goes into making jam, you know, for what you actually get in return.
You never ever see it in the shops, or very, very rarely.
It's not seen as a crop, is it?
It's always like damsons and plums and
I think if there's a way of having an orchard, a massive orchard of damsons, you know. So all the farms used to grow in hedge, you know, like a hedge around the house. And it was like a little cash crop thing, you know. Something for you in the autumn. They say to make your jams or your pies from. But you never see it done commercially.
that's sort of where we're going.
Yeah, the river's down there, isn't it?
Town trees there.
What's those buildings there? That's not that little pikey size, is it?
I'm not sure if you...
You know where the river came out?
I don't think we're quite that far down, but it's further on, but it's where it joined the Allen.
Yeah.
I think that's a bit further on, but it's... They're on the other side of the bank, if I remember them.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
The opposite side.
Yeah. You got one there? Oh yeah. Wrong time of year to pull them up. They will transplant like that, you know. Yeah, as soon as I heard that noise, I thought, that's aspen. That wasn't. Yeah, aspen poplar. Sometimes known as trembling poplar. The leaves tremble in the wind because of the density and the shape of them. And they make this distinct noise, even in the slightest breeze. No other trees make this noise. And as soon as I heard it, I thought, that's aspen. It also has that distinctive bark pattern as well. Not very common in this part of the world. Very common in Scotland, north of England. So I'm quite impressed with that. I'll come back and get some cuttings off these in the autumn. Yeah, and I'll come back here in the winter, autumn, winter. I'll I'll try some cuttings off these and some of these saplings.
Good place round here for getting damsons and blackberries.
Yeah.
And further up over the whole.
Yeah.
So I come every year I do damsons and blackberries.
Yeah, I'm quite pleased about that. Here's more suckers here. It is here.
Yeah.
You can get in there with a spade and detach them, they'll grow. As I say, if you normally take a piece of root and cut it up into 1 or 2 inch sections.
You can come to where that sign was in the car because it's tarmac there, isn't it?
Yeah. That's
Park
ideal,
at the
then.
gate and just wander down.
Aye. That's probably better than saying no trespassing. Which of course is worthless. No dead stump over there. So yeah, it's worth throwing a piece of bread in.
There's probably people fishing here, then, isn't there?
This is one of those weeds that I'm trying to get rid of. Quite an attractive flower, isn't it? Himalayan balsam. It's like that Japanese knotweed and there's stuff they're trying to get rid of. Nice little spot, isn't it? Strange name for a house.
Noonday.
Yeah. I like the design, a canoe and a dog. These fish as well, you know.
Over.
Yeah. Red and white.
What eat it with salad or?
Yeah, just a few leaves and a butty. The majority of plants you can eat, but they just taste like shit most of the time. Not like the cultivated varieties, you know. You go on the Grace Home, didn't you know, it's covered in wild cabbage. The original ancestors of the cabbage. All up on the road up towards the toll gate. Just drive up there, there's lots of it growing out the limestone. But you try eating it, it's like chewing rubber. And it tastes vile. There, over there.
You reckon that'll follow the river?
Yeah. That's what water, just walk through the crop. They're allowed to plough up a footpath, but they're not allowed to complain about any crops get damaged if you plant on it. got like a funny spire on the other side of it, hasn't it? Almost like a half spire or something halfway up it. Got 1824 on the 1824 in the middle of the bridge there. It's quite a big bridge really, isn't it? Considering it's only an estate bridge.
It's not an unusual object for these, though, is it?
A bit lavish really, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you think it was at the time it was built. Yeah.
That on tape?
Yeah. and the acknowledgement. Yeah, the main road over there now.
That'll be the Aldford to Chester road, won't it?
Yeah.
I think if you go that way, there's a bridge going over the river, over the road.
Oh right.
Like a stone arch one.
Oh yeah.
So you probably go over that. I don't know.
See the life rings on the house, they've got Eaton on them.
Oh yeah.
Nice lodge house though, isn't it?
Posh.
Nice lodge, yeah. There's some lilies for you there. You get your feet wet, you can put one of them up, mate. There was a contribution from the Duke of Westminster. Very sensitive, aren't they? That's bed chipped down and they all flicked. No idea what species it could be anything. Got it. Another one dead. Those flies. Can't remember what type of tree this is. It's a foreign one, ornamental. Huge leaves on it. What's the name of it? I can picture the name in my mind's eye, but I just can't think of it. Seen that sign on the door? Went to February 1946.
It's the saddest just taking photos and then being on it. Look at it.
Not fully out yet, but it's a plant called tansy. It is a herb.
The yellow one?
Yeah, it comes out much more bigger than that, the flowers like. It's all one of the old Victorian herbs, you know. Yeah, tansy. It's one of my favourite plants. Got that distinctive leaf shape. Yeah. The bit grows on the canal, but it's not common in most places. Nice house, isn't it?
Yeah. There's another one this side that we're on the corner.
Until you get near Chester with all this sandstone.
The metal one. $17.10.
Some sort of marker stone there, boundary stone or something. 1710, you reckon?
Yeah, you definitely can make it out when you're close.
WA something. So, yeah.
It's like a little D. Maybe it wouldn't be a capital A and a little D, would it?
Looks like a W before it, doesn't it?
WA.
A boundary stone, a parish, marker stone. Aldford, would that be a separate parish?
It's Hambridge.
Aldford's on the other side of the river anyway, isn't it? The river's going
Hambridge's over there, isn't it?
Not a very big wedding, is it? Should we cake crash it?
That's standard taking photos, isn't it?
Let's go up and say who's the unlucky guy. I'm seeing everything now. Queen's Park Suspension Bridge, 2 miles. 2 miles to there.
Unless it means
2 miles all the way around.
is that the Queen's Park or would that bridge we just went over before?
No, suspension bridge, it's the, you know, the one people can walk across?
Yeah.
It's in town there. That's a suspension bridge. There's a little ferry like this across the River Wye. That's a place. Can't remember the name of it now. Something not or something it is.
That's a shoe. Where's the shoe there?
Black-headed gull there.
I've seen more of them lately.
They'll be losing their plumage soon. Yeah, that's the suspension bridge, but they're about 2 miles.
It must be from there all the way around, walking.
Yeah. It was a scam to make people use the
Yeah.
ferry.
Yeah, well, the bridge is not railings, so that's the the bridge. It'll be much safer there. Don't it? From the bridge.
You see the railings, you can
Sam's the white rose. I'll have the piss taken out at work now. I'm always knocking them from, always taking it out of them. The ones from Yorkshire, so they're on the wrong side of the Pennines. So I would say this is a red rose boat. So anyway, this is going to be well deserved.